Hello and welcome to Saturday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, and a puzzle by the great Dutch Grand Master of Sudoku, Art van de Wetering. This one is called Staples. It has a very straightforward rule set. These are not palindromes, these grey lines in the grid. They're sort of thermometers, but where we don't know where the bulb goes. And I'll read you the rules properly in a moment or two's time, but suffice to say, Ard's puzzles basically are... well, they feature in almost all of our most popular videos, including the one that's had nearly 10 million views. His puzzles are just sublime. Always simple rule sets, always lovely logic, not normally monstrously hard, and, you know, presented just gorgeously. And I get given digits, which is a rarity nowadays. Anyway, so we'll check this out in a moment. Now, I've been away. Some of you know this. The last couple of videos have been pre-recorded because I was playing in a golf competition called the Blackwell Foursomes, at the most incredible club, Blackwell. It's a place I haven't been to since university, and I had forgotten just what a great golf course that is. Yeah, and I've had a lot of fun, and so thank you very much, especially to my very patient foursomes partner Matt, my teammates Roger, Peter, Ollie, and Sponge, and to all of the many of the new friends I've made over the last few days. It was really a tremendous thing for me to be part of, and and congratulations to the Wighorns on your victory over the daunting moles as well. That is a tremendous victory. Anyway, so I'm buzzing about that, as you might be able to tell, and it's got nothing to do with Sudoku, but I thought I should explain why the last couple of videos were pre-recorded. I very rarely do actually pre-record videos. I do it when I have holidays, in order to try and have a holiday, but almost all the videos I do are recorded on the day that they appear, but not the last couple. Anyway, that's by the by. Let me talk about some things that have happened in the meantime while I've been away, including one particular thing which is an incredibly big piece of news. We have 2 new Sudoku apps out. Now, this is going to be part of a series of what we're calling Sudoku worms. Let me give you an example of what a worm is. Here's a worm. This is actually not one of the worms that we've released already. This is the upcoming worm, which we will release soon, from none other than juggler Michael Lefkowitz. And the idea of a worm, and this one is full of 6x6 puzzles, is you sort of do the first puzzle from the worm, and you can see that just that little 2x2 of that first puzzle is shared with the second puzzle. So you get those digits, and then you can do the second puzzle using those digits that you've learnt in the first puzzle, etc. And you go on from there. And these are just wonderful ways, we think, of showcasing individual setters. So the first 2 worms we've released are by Marty Sears and James Sinclair. And, I mean, frankly, they are ludicrously good value as well. They're $1 each. So you get, well, as you can see, I think this one's got 9 puzzles. Roughly 9 puzzles for $1. What's not to like? I mean, some of them I think are 9x9s and have slightly less puzzles, but they are just beautiful things. Now, actually, if you did download Marty's on the day it came out, I think one of the rules wasn't shown in enough detail, so we've patched that now as well. So make sure you're patched up to date, and you'll be good to go with that. And yeah, the feedback has been terrific so far, as you might expect. I mean, well, as you would expect if you know anything about Marty Sears and James Sinclair. So enjoy those. Oh, and just another thing as well. The way to get them is to make sure you have the Cracking the Cryptic app, which is our base app. It's free to download. And then these worms are packs available within that base app. You sort of find the pack and then you can download it. It's pretty straightforward, but you won't find it called Sudoku Worm on the AppStore or something like that, because we decided to amalgamate all our apps under the umbrella of the Cracking the Cryptic app, basically because we were forced to by Android. But that's a different story. They said, no, I can't be bothered to go into it, but that's why, and that's where it is. Anyway, other things. Oh, Itrio's fantastic Sudoku hunt over on Patreon. Oh, I really wanted to do an update of the league table, but I haven't got it to hand. Okay, so I can't do that. I will do that tomorrow, but I'm excited to see how many people have now had a go at it. The feedback we've been getting for those puzzles has been incredible. We have had more than one person claiming it is the best thing we have ever published on Patreon, which is credit to Itrio, because that is some serious competition. So do have a go. You've got loads of time to enter the competition, which closes on the 20th. And now I've got to do some birthdays, some of which are for today, but some of which are to be caught up on from when I was away. So we'll start off with, I think this is today's birthday, Matt. Matt, your girlfriend Leah wrote to us and told us that you watch every day. Thank you for doing that, especially over your morning coffee, if I'm not mistaken. So Matt, many happy returns. I hope you get some heavily iced chocolate cake. Someone who I do know is getting, or had, on Wednesday, heavily iced chocolate cake was Lara. Lara turned 23, and I know this because her boyfriend George wrote to us and told us that you watched together and you were celebrating on Wednesday with Lara Fest, which consisted not of any, pop music, but Sudokus and cake, which is exactly the sort of fest that I'd be interested in. So Lara, I hope it was as good as it sounds, and many happy returns for Wednesday. And a very special birthday, the next one, to a 12-year-old Fast Sandals from your father Timotab, who we featured on the channel before. But Fast Sandals at the age, this puzzle was published at the age that Fast Sandals was 11, has just released the first Sudoku over on Logic Masters Germany. And Fast Sandals, you should definitely watch Mark's video later. But, I'm saying this now. I know at the point I'm recording this, Mark hasn't attempted the puzzle yet. So if Mark's video tonight is not Fast Sandals puzzles, then a disaster has occurred and you've beaten him. But I'm pretty sure he'll get through it. So check out Mark's video later, Fast Sandals. Happy birthday from the pair of us, and I hope you also get some chocolate cake, of course. Next, Jason. Jason, it's your birthday today, and I know this because your wife Mary wrote to us and insisted that you do watch the birthday messages, so you will hear this birthday call out. So Jason, I hope you have a great birthday today. Many happy returns. Enjoy the cake. This is for yesterday, the next one. Cam, you turned 24. And I know this because your brother, Drew, wrote to us. Originally missing out your name, just saying that he wanted to wish his brother a happy birthday. But we got the name. And the two of you have been solving together apparently for 6 years. Oh, goodness, and you're on honeymoon, aren't you, at the moment, in Italy? Well, I hope you get this message, and many congratulations on getting married as well. So Cam, happy birthday. And then finally, over there in a place called Katy in Texas, which I think is in the west part of Houston, I am assured. Chris, you have turned 42, and I know this because your wife Heather wrote in. I know that the two of you watched a lot, especially last summer when Heather was recovering from breast cancer surgery. And Heather, I'm delighted to hear that you are cancer-free now. And Heather wrote of you, Chris, that she is very thankful for you and the last almost 20 years of marriage. So, Chris, that is a nice message for you on your birthday. Many happy returns. I hope that the chocolate cake is heavily iced. And that is all the news. So why don't we have a look at Staples by the great Ard van der Wetering, and I will read you the rules of the puzzle. We've got normal Sudoku rules apply, which means we're going to have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Then we've got each grey line is a bulbless thermometer. Along a thermometer, digits must increase from the bulb to the tip, and the solver must deduce where each thermometer's bulb is. It will always be at one end of the line. So look at this one here. What we know is that either that cell will be a bulb. How will I do a bulb? Can I do a bulb? I probably can. Yeah, so we could illustrate a bulb like that. That's just using the pen tool, by the way. If you can't, if you don't know how to do the pen tool, what you do is you click the cog icon, enable your pen tool. I always have my pen tool enabled and my letter tool and basically everything enabled. So yeah, you can see that we can label the edges or cells with a circle. Let's put the circle here. That would mean that this is the bulb of the thermometer, so the digits would increase from this cell along the thermometer. So that cell would be at least a 2, look, because it couldn't be a 1. And then you don't have to increase in units of 1. You don't have to go from 2 to 3. You can miss out digits. So that might be a possible way of filling that thermometer. And there are all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual, but now I get to play. Let's get cracking. I mean, there are things I can see we can do straight away here, because this one, I mean, the only secret I know about thermometers in Sudoku, or the only one I tend to use at least, is that the digit 1, if it's on a thermometer, it can only go in the bulb end. And if 9 is on a thermometer, it can only go at the tip, because, I mean, obviously, if this thermometer began with a 9, this digit would be higher than 9, and there are no such digits in Sudoku that are higher than 9. So we know on this thermometer that is the bulb. We know on this thermometer that is the bulb, because if this was the bulb, we could go 1, 2, but there are no intervening digits, so we couldn't fill the thermometer. Oh, there's a 1 on that one, so that's got to be a bulb. And 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's got to be a bulb, because we can't go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If this was the bulb, that would be implied, so we mustn't do that. So we're actually, look, we've been given, Ard's been generous, we've been given, effectively, the bulbs on the thermometers that are sort of circling these staple shapes around the middle box. We had a puzzle with staples the other day, didn't we? I want to say by Black Doom. That was a brilliant puzzle. But I don't see how we can say much at all about these yet. But let's see what's implied by... Probably this one isn't the most constrained. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a length 5 thermometer. So we've got to fill... There's got to be 4 digits less than 6 on this thermometer. So we can immediately say... there's only effectively 1 degree of freedom on this thermometer. I.e., if you try and make this a 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'd be broken because the thermometer wouldn't continually ascend. Now there's a 2 in this box, so that's a 3 therefore. 3, 4, 5. We're off to the races here. We're cooking with gas a little, aren't we? Do we know what this is? Probably not. I have just seen something quite comical, which I might tell you about. Hang on, I am going to tell you about it. Where is 1 in row 8? That is a reasonable question. Because, okay, all I'm doing there is using my secret, which I know is... Well, basically 1 can't go on a thermometer unless it is in the bulb. Now none of those can be a bulb along a staple. The staple bulb, to be more precise, is going to be there or there. So they're not 1s, are they? That's not a 1. And that's not a 1 by plain old Sudoku. So that's a 1. And that digit in the corner is 7 or 8 now. Can't be 6 or 9. And C's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, obviously. And whatever this is, it has its friend in one of those 2 skulls. So that, whatever this digit is, it goes in one of those three. So obviously if this was, well, no, obviously nothing. I don't actually think we can do much with that. I might look at this one in a minute because I'm running out of ideas as to what to do. No, I'm not. Where's 9 in row 8? It's exactly the same. Okay, so I mean, I'm a two-trick pony, basically. I can do a trick with 1s. I can do the same trick with 9s in row 8. You can't put 9 in the middle of a thermometer, so 9 goes here. And these digits are therefore 3, 5, 6, and 7. Now that is a totally inappropriate and excessive pencil mark, although that cannot be 7. Because if this was 7, this would have to be 8, wouldn't it, to make the thermometer work? And it can't be, so that's definitely not 7. So 7 is on this thermometer, which means... Oh, that's really cool. That's really interesting. No jokes, thank you. So... Sorry, I'm just thinking about the fact that I was at least tolerated at the Blackwell Foursomes, and people did speak to me, which was better than I normally do at parties. But look, this cell here can't be a 7, because neither of these can be 8 or 9, so that's definitely not 7. And whichever one of these is 7, it's going to have 8 or 9 in one of those two cells. Now, it's, not sure really what to do with that. I'm probably going to regret saying this, but I don't think there's any point pencil marking this, is there? That's at least a 4. It's 4, 5. It might be worth it. 4, 5, 6, or 7. Obviously, it can't be 8 or 9, can it? So that's at least... So that's 5, 6, 8, or 9. Right. Okay, that is worth pencil. I'm going to pencil mark that with what I think are all its options. All I'm doing there is stepping up 1 from the minimum digit in this cell, which is a 4. So this must be at least 5, but it can't be 7 because we've worked out 7 is in one of those two cells in box 8. Now, here is a question. How could this be how could this be 5 or 6? And the reason I don't think that cell can be 5 or 6 is I don't think that digit then can go in this row. If that's 5, you can't put 5 beneath it on its own thermometer. And if 5 couldn't go in those cells, and it's the same with 6, I think. Right, so there is now a virtual 8-9 pair in this box. Now this is very peculiar. Because I know one of these is 7, one of these is 8 or 9. And that is 8 or 9. So no other cell in this box could be 8 or 9 or 7. So everything else is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sorry, I know I stopped talking. That's because I can't see what to do with that. No, I'm sorry, I really can't see what to do with that. Okay, let's try something else. We could try, maybe it's that thermometer I meant to think about next. That digit is, well, that can't be 5, can it? So that is 2, 3, or 4, I'm going to claim. No, it's 2 or 4. It's not 3. We might as well use Sudoku if forced. It's weird how I definitely don't see black digits properly nowadays because I just get given them so rarely. That feels really constrained, doesn't it? Okay, let me just have a look at this thermometer because I feel like it's begging to be looked at. 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe well, okay. So it's got 3 degrees of freedom, we can say. It's got to look like that, hasn't it? We can get rid of 8 from this one. That's quite good. Because this can't be 8 by dint of Sudoku, this digit can't be 7 now. Because if this is 7, this is at least 8, and it can't be 8. And that one can't be 6. So these 3 digits are a little bit restricted. That one I think can still be 7, 8. No, I am right. That's brilliant. Right, not of me. This is beautiful from Ard. Right, look at this column. How could that be 7? If that's 7, the thermometer is going this way. This is the bulb, and this digit would be 8 or 9. And that would, if this is 7, let me just show you. If that's 7, this is 8 or 9. Look at the column. Look how many digits we've got that are selected from 7, 8 and 9. We've got 4. That's impossible. We're going to end up repeating one of them. So that's wrong. This is not 7. So this is 7. This is 8 or 9. Do I know anything about that? I mean, I know that digit's now in one of those two, and it's one of those two. We know the bulb. We know the bulb on this staple. We can do a little bit of jiggery-pokery in terms of pencil marking. This has to be not to be 3 anymore, obviously, and this is not to be 6 anymore. So this digit is something lower than 5. It's 1, 2, 3 or 4. And oh no, come on, that's got to do something. No, I've got nothing there. No, sorry. Right. I am actually, it's slightly disturbing this, isn't it? Because, well, this thermometer is much less constrained, I think. That cell is the most constrained thing, I'm going to guess, on this thermometer. Because obviously this can't be a 1. It's the second cell along a thermometer. But it can't be 2 or 3. So that's at least 4, 5, 6. So, okay, so these cells have 3 degrees of, or 2 degrees of freedom and have 3 options. That would probably be a more precise way of describing it. That can't be 6. Okay, 7, 8 pair in that column then. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, just into the gaps in this column. Oh, nearly. I was going to say, where's 9? I was going to say, where's 9 in row 2? And that's nearly a good question, because it can't go here, look. And it can't go on the middle bit of a staple. So 9 is either there or there. And that's going to be very important for the following reason. I don't know that reason yet. I mean, 1 as well, I suppose. Oh, okay, that's the point. That's the point. Where are 1 and 9 is a better question in row 2. They can't go in this cell. So they must be in those 2 positions. Now, it would be very good if we could now deduce if we could now deduce which position they go in. I'm looking at it and I can't see. No, I'm not sure. Right. I mean, this is beautiful. Right, where is... Okay, I'm going to change then. Where's 8 in row 2? That is a good question. This is glorious. This is glorious, Ard. Okay, this is why Ard is brilliant. Look at row 2. Where's the 8? Now, obviously, we're not putting 8 in the middle of a thermometer because we're going to go 8, 9, say 10. That's not going to work. But... so 8 could have been, at first blush, it looks like it's in one of those 3, doesn't it? But it's not in either of those 2. Because let's try that. Let's put 8 here. What's the implication? Well, this is now the 9, isn't it? But that can't work. That's an 8 or a 9. And now it can't be either. And look what happens if we try and put the 8 there. Boom! That's going to break that one. So that doesn't work. So neither of those are 8, and this is 8. And hopefully that will do some... oh yes, it does. It does do something. Because now look at this staple. It's got 8 on it. 8 can't go there, so it's got 9. Oh, that's glorious. Yeah. Look. I mean, because 8 is in one of those, 9 is in one of these, to complete its thingy thing, technical term for being a thermometer, that doesn't work there. So this is 8. This is 9. We know the bulb of this one is here. We probably know a lot more. Oh, well, okay, we know this now. So that's 1, that's 9. Oh, no, nearly. So 9 is in one of those cells by Sudoku. 1 is in one of those cells by Sudoku. That's at least a 2, so that's at least a 4. So that is 5, 6, or 7. That's probably worth recording, isn't it? Maybe I do have to pencil mark this. So this is 2, 4, or 5, I think. And this is 4, 5, or 6. Sorry, let me just mull this over. It does look like there's something that's trying to go on between those cells to me. If that was 5 or 6, this would be 4, 7 would still work. No, okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Can we... I've just seen something else. This is absolute... This is beautiful. This is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous puzzle the way it works. Okay, where is 7 now in row 2? It's the same point again. It's the exact... I mean, okay, so at first blush it could go here. Let's look at all the options. It could go in any of those cells. Let's explore those. It can't be here, because that's going to require the thermometer. If this was 7 and it goes this way, it's going to go 7, 8, 9. And that, obviously neither of those can be 8 or 9. So the 7 is immediately reducible from this cell. Now, this can't be 7 by Sudoku. That's actually a simple reason. Can that be 7? Well, no. Because this would be 8 or 9, and that cell's broken, which has to be a 7, 8, or a 9. So that can't be 7. So 7 is there. So this is 7, this is 8, this is 7. 8. 8 is in one of 2 places in box 2. 7 is one of 3 places in box 4. Now, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know, I'm not sure. It's a strange puzzle actually, because even when you spot a couple of deductions, I'm now looking at this and I'm not certain where I'm meant to look now. I'm not sure where the weakness is. Where's the point where I should attack the puzzle? 2 looks like it might be trying to be interesting in this row. I mean, obviously if 2 is on the staple, 1 is going to be sitting beneath it. So there's going to be a 2-1 pair either there or there, which couldn't be here. Look, if this can't be 2, because that would put 1 here and break this cell. So the 2 in the row is let's get rid of that blue one. It's either there or it's there. It's in one of those 2 positions. Now, I don't know. That might be important. I can't see how to do that. What about 9 in box 3? One of 2 places. What about no, I don't know. Bobbins. Oh no, 8. Let's double click 8s. Can we do anything Sudoku wise with 8s? What are those 3 digits? 6, 8, 9. Ooh, 6, 8, 9 by Sudoku, and this can't be 9. So, oh, I see. 6, 8, 9 triple is there in row 7. And this, okay, if we look at those 3 squares as a unit, you can see that they are selected from 6, 8, and 9, and the 6 is always going to be in this domino. So this can't be a 6. So this is 8 or 9, and it's the same as that one. So let's get rid of the purple there, and let's make both of those purple. There's an 8, 9 pair in row 9 now. And now hang on, where is 7? No, well, okay, let's see, where's 7 in row 7? It's in one of those, so it's not here. So this is 4, 5 or 6, so this now can't be 6, look. So this is 3 or 5. So let's return to this little quadruple. It's not a quadruple, but oh, look, 3, 5 pair in this row. So this is the 6. So 6 can't go in the bulb of this thermo. So 6 is on the staple in one of 4 positions in box 2. And if 6 was in one of these positions, then the digit above it would have to be 7, 8 or 9. It couldn't be 8, so it would be 7 or 9. I don't know. That looked like it was trying to do something, didn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not just counting. I'm trying to think about. Well, basically, I'm trying to think about what to do next. Where's 1 in column 2? Yeah, it seems to me that it's this sort of lattice arrangement here that's really important in this puzzle. Now, can we do that again somehow? Oh, I don't know. This digit, what is that digit? That is in the middle of a staple. I mean, clearly that digit is not 8, is it? So, and it's not 7. Now, if it was, it can't be 6. I was about to think about why, from a thermometer perspective, it can't be 6, but it really can't be 6. So it's a maximum of 5, and it can't be less than, okay, this is interesting. So it's a maximum of 5, but it can't be less than 3, can it? Because it's the third cell on a thermometer, and it's not 4, I'm now saying, it's 3 or 5. So, right, so where is 4 in this box? I don't think I know the answer to that, but I do think it's not on the staple anymore. It's obviously not on the staple in column 2, so it's not in those 3 by Sudoku. But if it was at the tip, then whether that's the bulb or not, you'd have to, if say it was the bulb, 4, 5, this should be at least a 6. And if it's it can't be the end of a 5-cell thermo, can it? So 4 is in one of 2 places. So 4 is in one of 2, 4 is on the staple in box 6. Oh my goodness, can you hear that weird siren outside? It's horrible weather, by the way, at the moment. It's absolutely pouring down. Okay, sorry, I don't know what to do again now. Let's try something else. Can we do... Maybe I've got to look at this one as well then. Let's look at this. This is not a 2, is it? Because it would be the third cell on the thermo from one direction. So it's at least a 3. Now, it can be 3, 4 or 5. We know it's not 6 and we know it's not 7, 8 or 9. So that is 3, 4 or 5. Now can we do better than that somehow? I don't know. Oh, I don't want to try and pencil mark these staples, you know, to within an inch of their lives. I would just find that confusing. No, I was about to say 9 in row 5. That's not a very sensible thing to focus on. What about 8 then, maybe? I don't know. Sorry, no, this isn't working again, is it? So I need to come up with something new. And I'm not sure where to look. Where should we try? It can't be the middle box. It just can't. So as I try desperately, I'm trying not to sneeze. It is hay fever season. Oh dear, I think I've managed it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So 6 in... Yeah, we know one of these is a 6, don't we? So one of those 3 is a 6. It's not something to do with 7 in box 2. I mean, that can't be a 7. Obviously. But no, I was thinking about the thermometer implications. No, I don't know. I don't think so. Right, okay, so we're going to come up with something else. And that's easier said than done when I'm not sure where to look. 9 we know is in one of those. Okay, that digit, I mean, I think it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Is there some trick I'm meant to appreciate? Well, if there is, I don't know what it is. Two here. Is there a reason you can't put 2 on the staple? If you put the 2 on the staple, you've got to put 1 next to it. Now that certainly can't be 2 and then 1 because of this. So 2 is not there. So 2 is in one of 2 places in box 4, which I definitely hadn't appreciated. So if that's 2, that is 1. Oh, but 1 is in one of the... Oh, hang on, 1 is in one of those 2 cells. I hadn't seen this either. That's just Sudoku. How have I got a 1 in one of those 2 cells? Oh, that was just from this column, wasn't it? Okay, that does make sense. Okay. I don't know what to do with that. If that's 5, the thermometer would have to go this way. So this would be 2 or... It would, oh, that's really difficult to do. Oh, that's impossible. That's the point, isn't it? I think this might have to be a 3. Okay, let's see if I'm right about that. If this is 5, we have to decide in which direction we're taking the thermometer. Now, if we're saying this is the bulb, then this digit has to be a 7 and this digit has no fill at all. So the bulb would have to be here, look. Now how is that going to work when this digit can't be 1, 2 or 3? It's at least 4 and there's not enough space on the thermo. Right, sorry, I think that's been very easy and I just haven't seen it. But now this staple is forced. Because if that's 3, it's going 2, 1 either there, it's not going there, or here. So that's 2, that's 1. And again, we really might be able to do something now because this is at least 4. So this is at least... So, oh, that has to be 4 using our pencil marks. I've got a 5, 6 pair in the column, so this is 7. I've got a 5, 6 pair in the column, so this is 3. This is 2. Oh, come on. I think I'll have to look at this column again in a moment, but let's just see what we can do. If that's 7 on the staple. So this digit is 5. It can only be 5. It's got to be higher than 3, and it can't be 6 or 4. So that's 5. This is a 4 by Sudoku, and we haven't put 8 in the box. So that's 8. That's 6. Ah, this is going better now. This is going better. It was this digit I think that I didn't spot. So excuse my ineptitude, but I think we're off again now. 1, 6 here. These are not 4, so this is a 2, 3 pair. So this isn't 6, this is a 4, 5 pair in the column. This digit is now 1, 2, 3 or 4. That's an appalling pencil mark, forgive me. Right. Okay, well we can pencil mark these digits, can't we? 2, 3, 4. Okay, it didn't do anything, but it was still true. And oh, I was thinking of doing this column as well, where we need 1, 2, 4 and 9. So 2 in the... Oh, I see. Yeah, this is good. So in fact, because 2 and 9 in the column are here, or in column 9 are here, these can't be 2 or 9. So this is a 2-9 pair. And what did we say then? Oh, that's a 7, just using pencil marks. So in the column we need 1 and 4, I think, which have to be in those two positions. Let's put those in. So this is not 4. And this is a 5-6 pair. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Into those positions. And this is 1, 2, or 4 by Sudoku in the row. I'm sure we can do better than that. How do I do better than that? Don't know. Bobbins. Sorry. I'm sure. That's a 7. So this is a. That's huge. That's huge. If that's a 6, this thermometer's fixed. Now this is a 6. Now these digits are known. 5, 7, 8. Well, we don't know the order, but we know it's 5, 7, and 8. We know that's not 7. And now these digits have to be 1, 9, and some digit I haven't seen, 6. 1, 6, 9, that's not 6. So these digits are 2 and 5, and that is resolved. So that's a 6 in the corner, that's a 5 here by Sudoku. This column doesn't have a 3 in it, so we should put one in. That is not a 3 in the corner, that's a 7 apparently. So this is not 7. This 6 is going to do a 6 and a 1 pair, look, so this is no longer a 1. And hopefully, that's no longer a 5, look, because of this. Now, how do we keep this this modest progress going? It's now dark outside, despite the fact it's only 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's not meant to get dark for about another 4 hours. I don't know if you can hear the rain in the background, but it's quite prodigious. Where should we look? We've got an 8, 9. Okay, we know this digit is a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, so it's 1, 3, or 4. Can we do better than that? 1, 2. There's a 1, 2. Okay, look at that. That's slightly obscure, but let's use yellow. Those digits are all from selectable from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this can't be a 1, or there would be a repeated 1 in the column. The middle digit is a 9 apparently. Now, does that help us? So the digits we've not placed in the column are 5, 7, and 8, which go into these positions. And that's not 7, and that's not 8. And I'm going mad with pencil marking, which I shouldn't do. And there's probably going to be a direction. It must be this staple, mustn't it? I think that's the only thing we've not worked on hard enough. And in the row, we're looking for 2s, 3s, 4s, and 6s. So the 6 in this row is definitely in one of those two, so it's not in the tip of the thermo. So the tip of the thermo is 7 or not. Yeah, the tip of the thermo or the staple is 7 or 9. Not immediately seeing how to do that. I mean, if it's here, it's obviously 9. Oh, look, there's an 8, 9. I hadn't seen this. There's an 8, 9 pair in this column. In fact, I might make that purple to sort of reinforce that fact. So this is not 8. So if this was 6, this would have to be 7. Is that impossible? if this was 3, we would have to have a 1-2 pair there. That might break. That would have to be a 3-4 pair. That would have to be 5. Everything would fill in. Okay, I'm still not seeing. I think we're literally one step away now from finishing the puzzle. I've just got to work out where that step is. And I've got a horrible feeling it's Sudoku. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm probably going to have to pencil mark this staple, aren't I? Which I'm manfully resisting. Is that what we're meant to do? Quite probably. Well, yeah, okay, let's do it. So this can't be 8 or 9. So this digit is 1, 2, 5 or 7. Now, can we improve upon that somehow? Not immediately obvious how, is it? And this digit is 1, 2, 5 or 9. Ah, 4 here, look. Oh, that's good. I was starting to think, how does this work? But that might help. Ah, okay, that is huge. There we go. So it's Sudoku. Because now this digit appears to be 1 or 2, and that tells us which way round the thermo goes, and that tells me this is a 9. Okay, so now we're off to the races again. So in fact, purple is 8, green is 9. So let's double click all of the 9s and make them all green. Double click all of the 8s, make them all purple. And have we, oh, so we now get a 9 here, so we should keep going with that. That's a 1 apparently, so that's 6, that's 1. That's no longer 1, so this has to be 5. Can no longer be 3. That's 7. And that 6 means this is 6, of course. This has to be from 2 or 3. And that's quite interesting. So that is 2 or 3 to work on the thermo. That gives us a 2-3 pair and makes this a 4. And now these all resolve. And that's a 1-2 pair here. So this is 3, this is 4. Oh, I'm not going to get a deadly pattern on 2. Oh no, it's not. Thank goodness. I thought I'd broken it, but no, it's still. Oh, bobbins! I had a really good chance for 3 in the corner, and I didn't get one. Anyway, this is now 8. This is 5, so that should be 5, I suppose. 1, 2, 1, 4, 9. Double click the 9s, turn them all green. Have we made all? No, we haven't. All the 8s should be purple. We can get rid of the orange, get rid of the yellow, and that. Have I put all the? No, I should put all the bulbs in, shouldn't I? That would be. Otherwise, that will trigger some people's OCD, probably mine included. There we go. Is it correct? Yes, it is. Well, it's probably correct. Hasn't been solved before. We don't actually, I have to, I'll confess, we don't tend to test solve ARDS puzzles because, you know, they're just genius. And yeah, well, thankfully that has worked. It's brilliant, wasn't it? Absolutely beautiful as always from the great man. Ard, thank you. Thank you if you're still watching. We do appreciate it. Let us know in the comments how you got on. We enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.